Now at home, you probably use this paring knife a lot. It's real easy to cut big things and little things, but we prefer here at our school for our students to work predominantly with what's known as a chef's knife. And the difference between a chef knife and other knives is the size of it, as well as this rounded edge of the blade, which does most of our work for us. We have a tip, we have the spine, we have what we call the heel, and then we have the handle here. Most chefs use this all the time for almost everything they do in the kitchen. So this is my knife of preference, and I enjoy using this knife. It does the work for me. You don't have to be very strong to use this knife. Because of this curvature that it has, it is designed to do the work for you. Now, most of us, when we hold the chef knife, we usually grip it like this, and it works well for us. But if you can, you have better control if you pretend there's a hole here back by the heel and the handle, and you're trying to press your forefinger and your thumb together, okay? That's a good way of holding the knife. Now, some of you think that I need to put my index finger up here on top of the blade to give me more control. All that's going to do for you is to give you arthritis in your later years. Try to hold it like this, or if you're more comfortable, hold it like this. Now you'll notice on this knife, on the handle, it has a little bit of a tapering, and that helps you to hold the knife correctly. And then it has this little part down here of the handle, which you can curl your hands around. You're not going to cut your fingers when you cut. Every time you get a knife out, you should always make sure it has the best edge, because things cut much easier when they're sharp. So we have a tool called a steel, and this is designed for honing the knife to put a little more of an edge on the knife. We all know that sometimes we don't put our knives down properly, they bang up against something, and that's why coming back and doing the honing is very important. Now, we don't just grab it and start doing weird stuff to it until we realize that there is an edge on this knife blade. And so to do this correctly, we need to hold it between 20 and 25 degrees, or 22 1/3 degrees. And to measure that, we're going to take our knife, and if you take your honing blade right here, and the angle is 90 degrees. If we go down half of that, that's 45 degrees, and half of that, ta-da, is 22 1/2 degrees. After you have your blade to 22 1/2, you're gonna just take it away from you. It's safety that way. If you feel really comfortable and bring it towards you, that's okay. But if you do it away from you, it is better for you. It's safety when you're first starting out with a knife. Heel to tip, heel to tip. Or if you feel like you can't hold it still, put it on the surface of your table and do it again. And that way, you do heel to tip, do it 3 times, and you should have a sharp knife. Now, you see people taking a piece of paper and they cut it, oh, it's sharp now. And you also see people sometimes putting their fingers on it. Don't put your fingers on the blade. It's not good for your thumb or your fingers. And so we're going to wipe off the knife, because even though it's honing, it could still generate small metal portions of the knife, little tiny slivers, and that can get into your food. So once again, we're going to pull out our sanitizing towel here, and we're going to sanitize our knife.